Everything good? We
We
can
are
start
live.
recording. Need to clap.
Yeah, as long as Nate and Kitty are ready to go.
Yeah, hold on.
Do I look ready?
I
Yep.
don't know. I can't tell.
Yeah, it's 2020 and you don't have a webcam, so it's hard to say.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking cam girl.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but
Not yet.
I just do audio sex.
Yeah.
After this, there'll be a link on Patreon to my mini vids, and it's just gonna be shots of my butthole.
Nice.
Gross.
All
Hope you
right.
bleach it first.
Gotta clap again.
I do something to
wait.
it first. Yeah.
Gross.
Do we need to do 30 seconds of silence again, too?
I did.
Oh, I didn't.
No one else needs to, as long as they're on the same thing. Okay, you guys ready? Gonna hit record. This time we're gonna be much better about clapping. So when I say one, it's probably when you guys should clap to
On
make up for
one
latency.
or after one?
When I say one, that's probably around when you guys should start clapping.
How many
I'll
claps?
wait.
So we're clapping on one.
You guys are. I'm not.
Okay.
Okay.
When you say one, I'll clap.
Yes. When I say 3, 2, 1, clap, and then when I say one, you guys are clapping and I'm not. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yes.
There were some. I know it made sense to you, Nate, but there seemed to be some other confusion in this. All right,
Well,
3,
but-
2, 1. Much better.
Okay.
Still not great.
It sounded
My
fine.
clap was
to
not
me.
very close to my mic.
Yeah,
That's
mine
okay.
was tiny.
Yeah.
I have like a little baby clap.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
I got the clap.
It's because my baby hand.
Aw.
Well, I mean, just as long as one of you guys got a good clap in over there, that's all I need. Because I just to make it so your guys are synced together, so they don't ever move without each other.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are live. We are recording. We are going. Welcome to episode 11. Are we on 11 now?
We are.
That's crazy. Episode 11 of the Drunken Arcanauts Origins campaign. I am Clancy. I'm your DM, and we are playing a custom D&D 5th edition campaign. Lots of made-up nonsense. The party is as nonsensical as always, and the enemies are even more so. So hopefully you've been tuning in for a while, and I assume you've been having a good time. If you're jumping straight into this, I really suggest you go back to the beginning and listen to the rest of the Origins campaign. But if you're really dead set on it, it's not going to be that big of a deal to start here. It's just going to be even more bizarre than it already is. Before we go too much further, I want to give a shout out to our patrons, Mitch D, Cole J, Ethan S, Jess S, and Skate P. You guys are awesome. We hope you're really enjoying the campaign. We obviously have a lot of fun doing it. And even though this is sort of a weird time with everybody stuck at home, we hope you guys are still having a really good time listening to it and getting at least some entertainment value while you're trapped wherever you are. We're going to go around. Everybody's going to introduce themselves, starting with Risky, ending with Jay, and give everybody an opportunity to say what their character is and maybe a little bit of what your motivation is right now. And then I'll do a recap and we'll jump straight into the action. So, Risky.
Hi, I'm Risky. I'm playing Brotisserie. I'm a dirty Aarakocra bird person. Also, right now, I guess we just started attacking lizard people, but a little backstory on Brotisserie is his whole village basically got attacked by lizard people, and that's how he got his title or whatever, was fending them off but getting burnt to shit in the middle of that. But he kind of fucking hates lizard people, and yeah, that's why he's attacking them without reason.
All right. I am relevant. I am playing a human bard named Liza. And right now, her motivation is mostly just anger.
Oh, cool.
Man.
Yeah, she's just angry. She's an angry, tiny human.
My name is Mark. I play Seth, who's a Tabaxi ranger. Tabaxi's a cat person. You should know that because I say it every time. And my motivation is I mean, I just want to get to my hometown because my home country because I was kidnapped and made into a gladiator. So I'm looking forward to that. Trying to keep us alive as now apparently we're being attacked by lizard people.
I am Jay. I play Erdry. He's a half dark elf rogue. His motivation is his mental state is not great. His whole civilization's basically been wiped. The other half are being invaded. He's not doing very good right now. To say what his motivation is he's not sure because he's just like wanting to not convince himself probably to kill himself at this point. His whole family's dead. It's not a great situation for him right now.
Additionally, there is Dormarcus, who is a DM PC. He is a orc, half orc. You guys aren't totally sure. Not the brightest person you've ever met, but he cares a lot and is clearly lost a lot. He has a warped view of what friends are in terms of the risk to their own lives, and he seems to care a lot about the party, and the party seems to care a lot about him, but he does have some hard times understanding when discretion is the better part of valor. So the party has entered Venomguard, which is one of the northernmost cities in Palm. It is on the border with the country of Clea, which is the sort of reptile home country. It's full of the tortoise folk and lizard folk, kobolds, dragonborn, Wanti, and dragons themselves. It is an empire of, the reptiles. It is also known to all of you guys that the bird folk, the Kenku and the Aarakocra, are originally hailed from there many hundreds or even thousands of years ago, but were driven out over time by the general distrust of them. We, as people, know that birds and lizards are fairly closely related, and they all came from the same sort of group, but they were not well respected there, and they were turned away however they could be, treated as a sort of lesser group within their own country, resulting in things like the mass burnings and attacks on the Aarakocra, which Rotisserie alluded to earlier, right? So, you guys had met up with Scotty Dog, a dwarven merchant captain, and we're getting ready to take another attempt at sea to try and escape this city that's about to be under siege. Scotty Dog is desperately trying to unmoor his ship, and a battalion, maybe, or an advanced group is working to make sure that no ships get out of the harbor. You came across them working their way down the harbor, and we had just gotten to Brotisserie's turn as he flew down and threw a javelin, alerting them to your intentions. The lizard folk now are aware and have turned around to attack you. Swarming back, the lizard folk are running down the dock, mostly leaving the boat alone outside of one guy who is steadily marching down, still lighting ships on fire with oil and lanterns that he's got. So, what's up?
Like, could I say that I was enraged by seeing the lizard people?
Oh, yeah. Easily.
Okay. Well, then if that's the case, then I get another attack.
Ooh.
And, yeah, I just want to throw another javelin.
Okay. So there are 5 lizard folk on the pier, along with 2 kobolds and a tortoise person. I'm just gonna, for what you don't know their names or anything or their ranks or any of that. So for you, it's just gonna be lizards 1 through 5, kobolds 1 and 2, and tortoise 1. So which one are you attacking?
Probably just the closest actual lizard person.
Okay, that would be lizard 1.
Lizard 1. That would be 17.
That will hit. Roll damage.
All trying to. Okay, so that's just 10 damage.
10 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. You hit him fairly squarely, and he doesn't seem too phased by it, but definitely takes notice of the javelin that scraped past his arm. The lizard folk see you, and you can see hatred in their eyes. They always thought of bird folk as basically traitors, and you're just proving it to them right now. The lizard folk rush down the pier, like I said before, and the tortoise that is with them, tortoise person, tortollan, or whatever they're called, is lumbering along, wielding a huge mace. It's dragging it on the ground behind him, but seems in his shell to be probably a real pain in the ass. They haven't made it to any of you guys yet, but they're gonna be there pretty quick. It gets to Dormarcus's turn, and he is going to use all of his movement to get up to the edge of the dock. Erdry, it's your turn. You're still 60 feet away from the edge of the dock.
Okay. This is gonna sound odd, but I have an overall plan here. I'm gonna cast Disguise Self and make myself look like one of the lizard people.
Okay.
And then I want to run as far as I can to the dock.
Are you running from the same location that everybody else is running from, or are you going a little out of your way to come from a different angle?
So this is my intent. My intent is to get past the group fighting and to attack the guy on the dock still burning ships. So whatever it takes to kind of circumvent that group and get to him in the best way possible, because I obviously can't see exactly what's going on.
So you can do it, but it's going to use a lot of your movement just getting into a position where you're not looking like you're in the group, a lizard from the group, right? So
Yeah.
you are coming from a different angle, and they generally seem to buy it.
Okay.
Roll me deception, I guess, with advantage.
Okay. I'll take that. So my first roll is a 28. So we'll go, I mean, my second roll is a 17, but we'll go with the 28.
28? Okay.
Yep.
That beats all of their perception checks on you. They believe you're a lizard person.
Are you running past me?
He's going off to the left in order to come out from some other buildings.
Okay.
However, as you're coming out of those buildings, you can see there are 6 more lizard folk marching towards the docks. And they're basically right behind you heading that way. So you're going to get a heads up that there are more coming.
Okay.
Seth, it's your turn. Erdry just transformed as he ran off to the left into the brush and then into the a little bit more of the city. Either he's running for his life or he's got a plan. You're not sure which.
I'm going to assume I don't really care what he's doing. I'm going to use my new bow, and I'm going to try to shoot somebody,
Okay.
whoever's nearby. Maybe the lizard too, I guess.
Lizard 2, huh?
Yeah.
The second closest lizard.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Let's see. So I roll my D4 now?
You're going to roll your bow damage.
Okay.
You'll add your dex modifier to it.
Yeah.
And then you also roll a d4 on top of the normal bow's damage and everything.
All right, so that's 7 damage. Then my D4 is 2.
What's your dex modifier?
+3.
Your dex modifier is a +3, and you rolled a d8 or a d6?
D6.
Roll a d8.
Okay. That's a 5.
Okay. So 8 plus your d4.
And D4 was 2, so 10.
Okay, 10. The lizard folk are not wearing real armor, so they don't get the armored foe bonus where their AC is reduced, but they do take the additional damage from having it punch through their natural scales.
Yes.
So, just like with the javelin, they recognize it, they register it, and they just keep coming at you. You can tell by the war paint that these are definitely not just a random group. These are definitely a faction or army of some sort, or at least they act like it. They're regimented and not wild or anything. With that,
So I get 2
another
attacks. Do I
lizard-
get 2 after
Oh.
my bow too?
You get 2 with your bow as well, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna just hit the same guy.
Okay.
That's 17.
17 will hit.
Let's do RD8. That's a 7. Plus 3. 10. 10 more damage.
And more. Don't like that very much. The second arrow actually pierces into its hand and pins its fingers into its own palm.
Ooh.
And it has to rip the arrow out in order to get a good grip on its spear. Another lizard runs down the dock, and the 2 kobolds dart along the way. They're both wielding small daggers and seem to be rushing very quickly at the group, faster than any of the lizard folk. Back to the top of the order, it is Liza's turn.
Okay. How far am I from the boat now?
You are 100 feet from the boat still.
Oh, she went first.
Yep.
Didn't she move?
Yeah, I dashed.
So she's at the dock. And it's
Oh,
100,
okay.
100 feet
Sorry.
down the dock to the
Okay.
boat.
How many lizard people things are still on the dock?
There are 5, 6, 7, 8 of them on the dock between the kobold, the tortoise, and the lizard folk. There are 8.
Okay. Are they still kind of like blocking my path?
Yeah, you could weave back and forth, but in a few places they are shoulder to shoulder, and you'll either have to do something clever to get past them or
Well,
push through them.
could I like jump up and kind of like use them as like stepping stones?
You could
Uh,
do Legolas.
Yeah, that would take a very high acrobatics check and would possibly, if failed, result in a lot of opportunity attacks.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try it.
Okay, how many of them are you going to try this with?
Don't say all 8.
Can I say none?
Yeah,
No.
you can not try with any of them.
You don't want to run across their heads?
No.
Get an opportunity attack from all of them?
No.
What are you trying to do, Liza?
What's the closest one to me?
The closest one to you right now would be either Kobold 1 or Kobold 2, who are only about 10 feet from you.
Okay. Can I cast Fireball on both
Ooh.
of them? Or
Uh,
all the ones that I
so
can
you
just, like,
can't
hit?
see the map because we're not using a map right now, but you could hit the majority of them with a fireball.
Okay.
So if you aim back at the tortoise person, you'll hit all but 2 of them with this one fireball.
Okay.
So your fireball,
Yeah.
what level spell slot are you using for fireball?
3rd level.
Okay. They all have to make dex saves if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
So we've got a 22, a nat 1, a 22, a nat 1. Wow.
What the fuck?
Okay, 22, nat 1, 22, nat 1, and then a 17 and a 14. What do they have to beat?
Well, it says
Your spell save DC, whatever that is.
yeah, but if they have a successful one, they take half as much damage.
Right. I just need to know how many of them
15.
they need to beat a 15.
Yeah.
Okay, so the 22s beat it, but that one's super faileth. So, okay. Oh, man. So, 22, that one, 22, that one, and just regular old failures for those two guys. Okay. Whew. I am very curious what this damage is going to look like. Those nat ones are going to be hit
27.
hard. 27 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So, one of the lizard folk is just incinerated. The one that was second closest to you guys just totally gets... He just gets scrubbed hard. Or sorry, the one that was the closest to you guys dies. So at the front, the wave of fire just overruns him. It seems like he may have actually had oil in his pack or something, the way that he erupts. The second closest lizard person immediately dove down between the boards in the dock and soaked himself and then jumped right back out. Seemed mostly to avoid it, but still took some damage. The tortoise person ducked into his shell and came out totally unscathed. He seems to be in really, really good shape compared to how most of the people around him are. The third closest lizard person was basically where you aimed, and he was incinerated on impact. That initial fireball just killed the crap out of him. So the two kobolds both took less damage than you would have expected. They're small, they're not very tough, but they're so nimble that they managed to lessen the amount of damage that they took due to their own nature. But they still took, 13 damage. So, or 14 damage, actually. Round up. So, yeah, you have killed two of the lizard folk. Yeah, solid
Okay.
turn. Do you have any bonus actions that you can take?
Well, I can make 2 attacks. No.
You can only make one spell per turn. Take one spell.
Well, I know, but I can still make 2 attacks.
So when you take an action, it's either an attack action where you get to make 2 attacks, or you cast a spell for your action. So you still have a bonus action if there's anything you can do as a bonus action. And you still have your movement as well. There is only
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left now.
I'm
And-
just gonna...
I'd be willing to give you advantage on any acrobatics checks made to go through them after a fireball just hit.
Okay.
You'd still have to make 6 checks.
Okay.
But you don't have to do that. You can do whatever you want.
I'll do that. I'll just...
I don't want to kill you after talking you into it,
Oh, whatever. You live for that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll stepping stone across the rest of them.
Roll me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 acrobatics checks, each with advantage. You got to beat 16.
Okay. So the first one was a 19.
Okay.
Nat 20 on the second one. I'm not going to roll again.
Ooh.
I got a 13 on the third one.
Okay.
$15 on the fourth one. And a 12 on the fifth one.
Okay. So the two kobolds were the most dangerous, you thought. You immediately, as they recovered from the fireball, took right between them and just bounced off both their heads at the same time. And I'm going to give you one attack as you jump off of them because you're nat 20 to hit either Kobold 1 or Kobold 2 with your dagger,
My rapier.
your rapier, yeah.
I lost my dagger. Okay. 18 to hit.
18 barely hits.
For 8 damage.
Okay. It doesn't like that. Does not like that at all.
Okay.
So you make it past them, and then you go to jump off the tortoise. The tortoise, as you land on his shell, immediately reaches up and grabs for you. You nimbly pull your foot out of the way, but realize that that was just a distraction as he slams his great hammer into you, or at you. He is going to roll a 27 to hit.
Damn.
Okay.
And that is thankfully only 12 damage. Slamming it into you, you fly farther and continue to try and jump across the heads. You know that if you stop, you'll be surrounded. You hit on the top of one of the heads of the lizard folk, and he also swings at you. That is a 22 to hit.
Hits.
That's 10 damage. The last lizard folk, as you're losing blood from being your ribs bashed in and being cut from the spear, you're going to try and, again, continue your long strides. You're almost to the one that is setting the fires, and that's who you really are trying to get after anyway. And he's going to roll only a 14.
Miss.
Swings and misses. You continue on, and you land behind all of the lizard folk. The one that you just bounced off of spins around, and the one that's lighting ships on fire is ignoring you still. However, it is now Rotisserie's turn. So you just watched Liza full-on crouching tiger her way across all these people. Although she did take a beating doing it, she managed to get to the back and may be able to stop the ship from getting lit on fire. But you can't necessarily see this through the bloodlust in your eyes.
So the guy I was attacking is dead?
Yeah, Lizardfolk 1 incinerated by the fireball. Oh,
Okay.
speaking of which, you needed to make a save against the fireball as well, because you were right next to it.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, no, you threw a javelin at him. Never mind.
yeah, I wasn't up there yet.
Yep, never mind. She was the only one who was right there.
Okay. I'm gonna rush up and hit, what is Lizard 2?
Yes. That was the one that dove between the boards and popped back up.
Oh, I just want to hit him with the axe, my great axe, when he comes back up.
Okay? The moon is high in the sky.
Oh, I'm not even paying attention to that.
Roll me a d4
A
Then-
D4.
Yeah.
Oh, deceit. Okay. 4.
4. That's good enough. You are gonna intentionally hit with the correct side of your axe,
All right.
or I guess unintentionally hit with the correct side of your axe.
Okay. That'll be 22.
22. That hits.
Um, um. Okay, at least that's decent. 12 damage.
Okay, and that's plus your 2 from raging.
Oh, no.
14 damage.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay. 12 damage. This lizard looks bloodied. He doesn't look like he's in great shape. But he's, close to the front of the pack for the lizards. You've got the 2 kobolds behind you and the tortoise coming up on you.
Okay, well, I'm going to attack the guy in front of me again.
Okay?
Ooh, that's a 15.
15 barely hits.
Sweet. Six. 19 damage.
19? Holy
Mhm.
crap. Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah, I rolled a
Uh,
1 the first time.
So, doesn't look good. This lizard is looking real rough after that blow. Still up, but not looking great. Cutting to the perspective of Erdry, an interesting sight starts to play out before your eyes. You watch as the lizards charge down to come upon your own group from behind, when suddenly one of them has an arm chopped off. And then another one. And you
Oh.
see a figure cloaked in black with white wings dancing between them. A bandolier of daggers down its chest.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Rotisserie?
I didn't roll the d6 for the moon thing.
Oh, well, roll it both
It'll be an additional 5.
between both.
Yeah.
Wow, you rolled awful for that.
Yeah.
But it's enough to kill it.
Yeah.
It died. 3 down. Anyway, you see Sherudoyle, the angel of death, working her way through these lizard folk like nobody's business. And the 6 that were coming after your party are now all dead.
Oh.
You, looking like a lizard folk, are now behind her as she stalks towards the party and the remaining lizard folk. Are you still going up behind her, or what's your plan?
So all of the lizard people around me, that group, are dead, basically.
That whole group died.
Okay.
And basically, I want you to be thinking about it as we go through the rest of the turns before we get to yours, okay?
I was just gonna drop my disguises all.
Okay. The one that is lighting ships on fire is going to toss a lantern at the nearest ship to him. That leaves only one ship between him and your salvation. He misses. He's going to have to go try again. Catches it on that one. So now he's on to the next ship. Lizard 4, the farthest back lizard that's actually interested in combat, is going to try and attack Liza, as it missed when she jumped off of his head. So that is only a 16 to hit.
Miss.
It swings wildly, its spear wide. It seems you made it irrationally angry by jumping off of its head, and it hisses at you, and then attacks again, doing with only a 10 to hit,
That
whipping
definitely
even
misses.
harder. The tortoise lumbers up at Rotisserie. You can see this guy is wearing some sort of guard insignia. He may be a captain of some sort. He's definitely going to be harder to kill than most normal people would be. And he is going to try and attack you, Brotisserie.
All right.
His first swing is only a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Second swing is a 20 to hit.
Yep.
And that is 2, 3, plus 5. 10 damage as he
And it-
slams into you.
Is that a hammer?
Yeah, it's a mace.
Okay, so that'd be 5 damage.
Yep. He bellows in tortoise. And seems angry, but not particularly concerned by anything that's going on.
That's how you sound.
Dormarcus, at this time, weaves into battle with the two kobolds. You guys get the sense that he has been honing his skill somewhat. As he goes in, he is different than normal, less of a gladiator and more of a warrior. He's focused with his strikes. And with his first attack, rolls pretty well. Not well enough, though. He misses. His trident is great. It's flashing around, but these two are really dodging all over the place. His second attack, that's really good, is a 29 to hit.
Damn.
Great. Yeah. So his second attack goes right in and slams into the kobold, dealing maybe a lot. Let's see here. Deals 18 damage, slams that trident into this kobold, and kills it. It didn't have enough health to survive after 3 different hits have already come its way. The other kobold seems very angry. Erdry, we're back to your turn. You dropped your disguise. The Angel of Death is headed towards your party and the lizard folk on the dock.
Yeah. So I'm going to put on a new disguise. I'm going to cast Disguise Self and make myself look like what Erdry would imagine a very high-ranking nobleman high elf would look like. And then after I do that, I'm going to just get as close as I can to the Dark Angel of Death, and say, yes, kill all of the lizards, but make sure to spare my slaves.
Roll me deception. Oh, man. You got to beat a 27.
That's cool, because I got a 29.
Oh,
God.
yeah, that level up is awesome.
She looks back at you, her eyes narrow, and you see her audibly sniff the air, and then bow and cross her arms and proceed down towards the dock. Are you following close?
At a distance, but yes, following.
Okay. You follow 20 feet away, we'll say.
Yeah, let's say that sounds
Okay.
good.
Seth, it's your turn.
So
So there are, just to recap, there's a kobold that's fairly near to you that's been fighting Dormarcus. There is a tortoise that is engaged with Rotisserie. There's a lizard folk down the dock that's fighting Liza. And then there's a fifth, or final lizard folk, I should say, at the far end of the dock that's working its way down, lighting all the ships on fire. That last one's a ways away, though.
yeah, how far do I am I near the dock already?
You are pretty much next to the dock at this point.
Okay. And
So
all
you
of
can
those
get
guys are
to
on the dock.
without using extra movement. Everybody except for the fourth and fifth lizard folk down the way. So the tortoise or the kobold, I guess, is all that's left.
And I see that the angel of death that I already know is on the way.
You don't see her yet.
Okay, so I'm
She's
gonna.
coming up behind you guys. Basically, she saw the same route that Erdry saw, which identified an alternative way of getting in the midst of everything. The difference is, instead of blending in with the lizard folk, she's just slaughtering them.
I'm gonna attack the kobold then
Okay.
with my. Am I close enough to it that I'm just gonna I can use my Triton or something?
Yeah, if you want to. As you pull out your trident, your Triton longsword, the kobold makes some sort of quip about aqua people, as Dormarcus with his trident and you with your Triton longsword are attacking it.
That's a 22 to hit.
22 will hit, but it's a harder hit than it should be. You expected it to be more difficult or easier with a 22.
And that's 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. The kobold doesn't take it well. It's definitely bloodied. It doesn't feel good, but it's not down.
I'm gonna hit it a second time then.
Okay.
That's 17 to hit.
17 barely hits.
And that's 7 more damage.
You kill it. The kobold goes down. It squeals. And as it dies, you notice it also has a dagger in its forehead.
Oh.
Something else killed it at the same time you did. Now you can look back and you see the angel of death.
And I shout, Angel of Death!
And then it goes on to Liza's turn again.
Okay. So there's 2 lizard folk in front of me.
There's one in front of you lighting boats on fire, and there's one that was behind you that's trying to attack you that you stepped on his head.
Okay, so he's behind me.
I mean, essentially.
Okay. How's he looking?
He looks totally untouched. He was outside the fireball, and nobody has attacked him yet.
Okay. Can I cast? I'm just gonna cast Fireball again on the one that's setting boats on fire.
What's the radius on fireball?
Oh wait, no, that's too much. 'Cause then I'll set
Don't
boats
burn the
on
dock.
fire.
Or the
I
boat.
mean, don't get me wrong. I love the thought of having you set all the boats on fire for him, but
Sorry, I'm switching between apps.
What's an app, Liza?
Shh.
I meant abs.
She's flexing her abs like, yeah. Not going to be able to stab through that shit. It's like iron.
Holy crap. I actually just added up all my unarmed strike bonuses.
Yeah, it's quite a bit, right?
Yeah, if I'm raging, I get a plus 16 damage.
What?
Yeah, because I'm proficient with it. I get plus 2 for rage, plus I have 1/3 of my level damage to punching, plus the rings that I got are a d6 plus 4.
Yeah. So your proficiency is probably only added to hit with it. Unless
Only to
something's
hit?
changed. Yeah,
Okay.
generally that's only going to be to hit. Make
That's
sure
still
that you're
11.
looking at those in a way that is only, some of them might only be to hit, but plus 11 is not impossible. That's
And
Yeah.
I get extra D4.
Because the rings.
Well, plus my unarmed strikes deal 1/4.
Oh yeah,
slashing.
normally. Okay, Liza, what are you doing?
Can I cast Thunderwave on the one that's setting boats on fire?
Thunder wave from you.
Yeah.
You'll have to run up to him to get close enough, and that'll trigger an opportunity attack from the one behind you. But you can do it.
Oh, how far away is he from me?
He's still 20 feet away from you. This is the guy that was, when everybody was headed towards the party, this guy was headed away from the party setting boats on fire.
Okay, well, I'll just cast it on the one behind me.
Okay. Does he make a save?
He has to make a con save.
An 8.
Yeah, okay.
How much damage?
2d8 thunder damage. Oh, that's not a d8. 11.
Okay. Takes 11 damage and is pushed 10 feet back. He's now out of range if you want to move.
Okay, I'm gonna move closer to. Can I run up to the one setting boats on fire?
Yep.
Okay.
You get up in his face. He's now forced to deal with you rather than set boats on fire.
Good.
Hooray!
Rotisserie is your turn.
So
You've got the big tortoise, motherfucker. That's it that's close to you.
all right, I'm just gonna attack him.
Okay? Roll an attack.
That's
Your attack
bad.
sound.
But I have advantage on strength-based melee attacks. If I frenzy. And that will give him advantage.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
That's a 16.
It bounces off his shell harmlessly.
Ooh.
Gonna swing at. Yeah, I guess swing at him again.
Okay. With your great
what-
axe?
Yeah.
Okay.
With that what's the rule for like hitting specific spots?
To make a called shot, I'll give you disadvantage, and if it's something really important, probably a minus addition to the hit. Depends on what it is.
I just want to hit like the soft spots of his shell.
You want to avoid his shell and try and aim for like a joint or something.
Yeah.
You'll
Probably his neck.
have. Let's see here. What would be the best way to do it? Because you're doing it to try and circumvent his AC, right? So making it harder for you to do it's not really fun. You can do it, but you're aware that it won't do as much damage. Because you're having to just like, you're not going to be able to get the strength of like a full swing because you're having to like try and thread the needle to get somewhere like that.
No, I'll probably just do a full-on attack then because I'm frenzied, so
Okay.
I'll just do wild attacks. Ooh. That'll be 26.
26 does hit.
That's good. All my damage rolls are real trash. 19.
19 damage?
Yep.
Oof.
And the other D6. Oh. 21 damage.
You swing and it connects, and the tortoise seems surprised. It takes a good chunk of damage. perhaps the most damage it's ever taken in its entire career. And then you can see it in rage. Its body starts to swell, and it just stands up and cracks its neck, and now switches to wielding its hammer in one hand as it's wildly swinging. It appears this tortoise is actually a barbarian of some sort.
Oh, that's fun. Well, I have my third attack.
Uh-huh.
Oh, nat 20.
Ooh, that's good.
All right. Fuck.
It's 4 damage.
Uh,
Not 20 damage, so 5.
7, 13.
13 and then doubled for the nat 20. It doesn't seem to do even as much as the last one. It seems like him being enraged has reduced the piercing, slashing, bludgeoning damage that he's taken.
Oh, that's weird.
Anything else that you can do?
Nope.
Okay. Cherudoyle, the Angel of Death, approaches. As she does so, more lizard folk join from the sides, marching towards the dock. But she's going to make her way into the party. First 2 attacks are going to be on the 2 lizard folk that join. She nat 1s on the first one.
Ooh.
And has a 19 on the second one. Well, we'll deal with those 2 first. Her first one fails to hit the lizard. And she's actually going to cut herself and take the full damage from that attack, taking 11 damage from her dagger throw.
Rookie.
Her second one hits, and she kills that guy. Then she's going to attack Dormarcus with a 24 to hit.
Holy.
And that's...
Would you be attacking Dormarcus though? Because I told her not to attack.
Oh, no,
my
you're
slaves,
right.
Right?
You told her not to.
Yeah. And I passed
So
that.
She's looking at them, and she's just sort of keeping her eye back at the lizard folk who are marching towards the party. She's got her back to you guys right now and seems to be focused on the lizard folk. It's a good point. I forgot. Lizard number 5 is now focused on Liza. That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
It's 13 damage. He stabs at you with his spear just with all of his might and connects pretty hard before pulling back. And then lizard number 4, who has been pushed back, is trying to decide if he should help his tortoise friend or not. He watches his tortoise friend in rage and thinks, I should probably just stay out of his way, and decides to go after Liza. Also a 24 to hit,
Yeah.
but this one only does 9 damage.
Okay, but with my armor, don't I, after the first piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning, don't I take half damage?
Half damage from that target, yes.
Oh,
Which ones hit you already?
I don't know.
I think lizard person number 4. No, lizard number 4. No, yeah, lizard number 4 did hit you once already.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you'll take half. So you only take 4 from him this time.
Okay.
Man, it should just be half damage from those 2 from now on.
Yeah.
Until you curse.
Yeah, whatever that curse is.
I don't want to talk about it.
At that point, it is the tortoise's turn, and he is going to be attacking at rotisserie.
And he has advantage.
Nat 20.
Oh,
God
shit.
damn it.
So just for anybody who's listening that hasn't heard me roll a nat 20 for an NPC yet, I don't double their damage. I just do the max they can possibly do with a strike, which for this guy is 32 damage.
And that's bludgeoning.
Yes.
Okay.
So his first attack hits. Second attack is a 19 to hit.
Ah, damn it. Yep.
A hit. Okay. 4, 8, 12, 8. 20 damage on the second attack.
Okay.
He's furiously swinging that around, and you see him frenzy.
Ooh.
And he will be attacking you a third time, but you'll have advantage against him now.
Yay!
You guys both have given each other advantage in exchange for giving each other advantage. Third one is a 25 to hit.
Yep.
7, 17, plus 8. 25 damage on the third strike.
Okay, so is that the 13 or 12?
Round up, generally.
Okay.
This tortoise guy is definitely a big threat. Dormarcus's turn. Dormarcus is going to charge the tortoise, trying to get behind him, and seems immediately confused about what he's supposed to do now that he's flanking a giant shelled creature.
Stab him in the butt.
Well, he listened. That is a hell of a roll for him. Not a nat 20, but it's not bad. He rolls a 24 to hit.
Oh.
And he's going to hit. Yeah. His first stab with his trident hits and does a decent amount of damage.
Oh,
Second
does he get
stab.
advantage?
Yeah, he does. Second stab is also a 24. And does the same amount of damage. Dormarcus is yelling as he slams this trident into the tortoise from the back. And he's saying, I take shell for afterlife. And is breaking bits of shell off with each thrust. Seth, is your turn. You see the Angel of Death is defending the group, and a very suspicious, well, I shouldn't say suspicious, a very regal-looking elf is standing up, eyeing the group.
All right, so who's left in front of me? There's Lizard 4, Lizard 5 setting fire still way down.
Yep, almost 80 feet away from you.
I'm
He's distracted.
gonna try to shoot that lizard then with an arrow.
Okay.
17.
17 hits.
That's only 8 damage,
Okay.
but I'm gonna try to do it again. That's 16.
16 barely hits.
Okay. Come on, better than the last time. 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, you slam 2 arrows into him. He hisses at you, but is immediately forced back on the defensive by Liza, who is just all up in his grill. Erdry, you have had a little bit of freedom of movement here. You are apparently mostly outside the initiative of the other people right now. So if you want to give me a few things that you're trying to do.
So I want to first yell to everyone, like my group. Hey, it's me. I'm actually Erdry's father, Elysian. Please don't attack the Angel of Death. He's on our side.
And for the first time, you hear the Angel of Death speak out loud. Everybody does. Well, except for Liza, who's too far away, and Rotisserie, who's in a bloody rage. So Sethan, Erdry, and Dormarcus, you guys hear her say, "You don't need to worry about me. They couldn't have hurt me
True. And then I want to make my way down to where Eliza is.
To where who is?
Eliza is.
Oh, Liza. Okay.
Yeah, I want to start heading that way. Did I say Eliza? Sorry, I've got a
Yeah.
friend named Eliza. That's my bad.
Yeah. So you're sort of walking down that way. There's still the tortoise and the two lizard folk in the way. And
Okay.
they don't care about the fact that you're with the Angel of Death. They're going to try and kill you if you go near them. So
Yeah.
I assume you stay outside the range of the tortoise.
Yeah.
But that does get you about 50 feet away from the rest of them.
Okay.
Okay. So, Liza, back to the top of the order. You have lizard folk on both sides of you. Seems like your party just isn't keeping up.
Yeah, they suck.
What?
So I've got the one in front of me
Hmm?
and the one behind me.
I just hit the guy in front of you with arrows.
Yeah, well, you didn't do much.
They're just arrows.
Yeah.
So I am gonna try and attack the one in front of me with my rapier, just to keep him from setting boats on fire.
Okay. Roll an attack.
21.
21 hits.
Okay. Eight damage.
Okay. It takes 8. Doesn't seem too put out by it.
And I'm gonna attack him again with my rapier.
Okay.
That one.
Is this your new rapier?
I didn't get a new rapier.
Oh, you're right. You didn't. This is your old rapier.
It's my
And
regular one.
as you swing out, he pulls his spear up, and you impact right on the edge of the spear, and your rapier bends and then snaps, the edge of it breaking off. You do lunge forward, but you're going to lunge forward out of control, and you're going to run into the tip of his spear. And you're going to take 5 damage from his spear,
Ouch.
and your rapier is busted.
God, quit being so clumsy.
Yeah, you should just
Do I
hit
get
it into a
Do I
crystal.
get to half his 5 damage?
Yeah. Rotisserie, it is your turn.
Oh,
Unless you had a bonus action, Liza.
No. I'm just
Okay.
gonna die.
No.
I'm going to attack with my
Okay.
great axe. Okay, that would be 23.
23 hits.
That was decent. $22 damage.
Okay. Slams into him. You got your D6 that time?
Yep.
Okay.
And then attack again. Ooh. Okay, same thing. 24.
24 hits.
And 20 damage.
Okay. He's looking bloodied, finally. He has been hit quite a few times by you and a few times by Dormarcus, and it is finally starting to show. But he just seems more enraged by the moment. Anything else you can do?
I want to spit on him.
Roll me a bonus action to spit.
That's a nat 1.
That's what I like to see. You spit in Dormarcus's eyes, and Dormarcus immediately goes, "No, friends," and he seems upset. He's probably not going to do well on his next turn.
Sorry.
More lizard folk appear, and Sheridoyle is going to kill the first one, kill the second one, kill the third one, kill the fourth one, and then not kill the fifth one because she does finally miss. And she just darts, throwing daggers, stabbing with daggers. She's all over the place. But she has eliminated another group of the lizard folk, and she looks back and yells to the group, "Get on the merchant's vessel. I will meet back up with you, sir." And waves you on. And then it is lizard number 5's turn, who's going to furiously attack Liza.
Oh, shit.
That's a 16 to
No.
hit. Oof. And then the second one is 24 to hit.
Yes.
That's 10 damage from the spear, but you take half.
Getting close.
And then the other lizard folk is going to attack Liza.
Uh-oh.
Everyone just hates me.
Oh, let's see here. Nat 1.
Oh!
No.
And so he is going to whiff and accidentally stab his compatriot with that one. His compatriot takes 8 damage from a solid blow. And the second attack is 16
No.
and whiffs. These lizard folk just can't seem to get purchase on you. You're too slippery. And even when they do, your armor seems to almost drink in the damage. It's weird.
Mm.
That's
It's-
the worst.
Slippery humans.
Tortoise person's turn. It's going to attack Brotisserie again. It's a 26 to hit.
Yep.
And the second one is a 22 to hit.
Okay. Yep.
2, 5, 7. Only 16 damage on the first strike.
Oh, man.
And 14 damage on the second strike. He's
Yeah, okay.
slowing down. But he's, scary still.
Yeah.
Dormarcus's turn. Dormarcus is going to
Kill the
suck. He whiffs. Somebody spit in his eyes. He can't see. He's stabbing sort of wildly with his trident, and he seems to be unable to focus. Seth, what are you doing?
So there's lizards in front of me. I can't just go unless I do some kind of acrobatics
So
to the boat.
tortoise is the one that's directly in front of you. The lizard folk are 30 feet past the tortoise
Okay.
and engaged with Liza.
I'm going to try to hit the lizard 5 again. The guy setting the
the
stuff
bow?
on fire.
Okay.
Yeah, with the bow. 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 9 damage.
Okay.
I'm going to try to hit him again.
Yeah.
That's 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
And that's 12 damage.
12 damage. That's solid. It doesn't look good. It's almost downed at this point, actually.
Yes.
It seems to be sort of limping. It's dropped its arm, and it's got the torch, and it tries to make a run for it to throw the torch on the ship to prevent you guys from leaving. Liza, you will
I get
get
an-
an opportunity attack.
Kill him, Liza.
Okay. Okay.
But your rapier is damaged, so you can either try and use something else, or you can use the rapier and take a decreased chance to hit.
Can I maybe hit it with one of the statues I have?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll let you do that. We'll let you do it. It's pretty heavy, so I need you to roll me strength on it. So strength is going to be the stat you roll to hit with, but it'll do a decent chunk of damage if you hit with it.
So what would she be adding? Just
My
So
modifier.
we'll say your proficiency, your strength modifier, and we'll just say +2 because he's close and he's definitely not going to be expecting to get hit with a statue.
So 14.
14's not going to hit.
I know.
He starts running towards the ship. He doesn't make it to the ship, but he runs there. He's planning to set it on fire. Lizard number 4 is planning to attack Liza as well. And that is, that's 25 to hit.
Oh.
I mean, I guess.
And 10 damage.
Half.
Yeah. So only 5. Tortoise's turn again. Rolls a 19 and nat 20.
Ooh.
fuck.
So the
Fun.
19 is 8, 5, 13. 14 damage, halved. And that 20 is another 32. So that'll be 16.
That's exactly what I have left.
Oh no.
He slams you down, his great hammer swinging wildly. And as you go down, he starts to calm down considerably. His rage has abated with the defeating of his opponent. And his eyes are now set on Seth.
Kill him, Dormarcus.
However, he's forgotten about Dormarcus. Dormarcus rolls a 24 to hit
Hey, get him.
and is going to do 11 damage with the first strike. And then, luckily he has advantage, a 20 to hit, which barely hits,
Ooh.
but only does 10 damage with the second strike. However, he's not raging anymore, so he's real close to down. Tortoise guy was not expecting these trident bursts from behind him. And then you see Dormarcus pull his trident back and action surge.
Ooh, get him.
And that is 24 to hit and a 24 to hit. So you've got 10 more damage and then 11 more damage. And Dormarcus slams the trident into his leg and then snaps the trident backwards, breaking one of the tortoise's legs. The tortoise drops and immediately goes to shrink inside his shell. But in doing so, Dormarcus realizes he just needs to stand at the opening and stab downwards. And you see the prongs of the trident pierce through the sides of the shell, and you can hear the struggle as the tortoise struggles to pull his arms and head out from where he's pinned inside his own body. And quickly he drowns in his own blood in his shell. Dormarcus pulls it free and is then grabs a hunk of stone out of his bag and shoves it inside and says, "Is for afterlife." And then jumps to try and help Rotisserie. Rotisserie, I need you to make me a death save real quick.
That's a 2.
Oh, shit.
Fail number 1. Okay, Erdry, you have wandered past the tortoise, who is now downed, and you
Okay.
are coming up behind the lizard folk who are so focused on Liza.
Oh, and you said one of them's trying to throw a torch.
One is up trying to throw a torch. Yeah, you could get to it if you spend your whole action moving, but you will trigger an opportunity attack from the other one running past it.
What if I use disengage? Will I still?
No.
I'm gonna use disengage and run past.
Okay. As you disengage, you see Cherudoyle watches you and recognizes that no senator moves that way.
Yeah, I was
Throwing-
worried about that.
2 daggers behind her, she kills 2 more lizard folk and begins to quickly march towards the dock.
Oh shit.
She seems angry. However, you make it right past that lizard easily. You can attack the other one if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm going to. Would I be able to use sneak attack on it?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna use assassinate.
Ooh, okay.
So that would be a. Let me roll again, just in case I nat 20. But that's a 26 to hit.
Okay.
Okay, 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
And then we are going to double. So it's 24 damage altogether.
So you're using your rapier.
Yes.
You're approaching the first lizard folk, and it looks back and immediately hisses and stabs out with its spear, which you deftly duck under, slapping it aside and bolting almost half sideways. You're letting your weight carry you through the dodge. You spin up, and the other lizard folk looks back just in time for your rapier to ram through its eyes and hook the lantern that it was trying to throw. You let the lantern slide down your rapier and rest back in your hands, but you do see Cherudoyle is making haste towards the party. However, more lizard folk, more kobolds, more Tortolan, and more Dragonborn now, the shock
Ooh.
troops, are approaching the dock, and Cherudoyle is splitting her attention trying to keep them at bay. You also hear a roar, a very telling sound from that empire that perhaps one of the lords have arrived, which would be a dragon. At this point, it's Liza's turn.
How far am I away from Brotisserie?
Probably 45, 50 feet.
Perfect. So I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him at the 3rd level and heal him for 16.
Okay, Rotisserie, you awake. The tortoise managed to beat you. You find it dead, with Dormarcus slowly placing stones over your eyes.
Stop it.
What?
I'm alive.
No, Dormarcus already have stone. You can go.
What?
Just kidding. Dormarcus happy to see you alive. None of
Oh.
Dormarcus' enemies ever die. And he slaps you on the back and helps you to your feet.
Oh, thanks.
There is still the one lizard folk left. It seems unhappy and is sort of measuring what it's going to do. What are you doing, Brotisserie? You're only 25, 30 feet from this lizard folk.
Oh, I'm just gonna charge him
Okay?
and just attack with the great axe.
Okay?
Ooh, that's a whole 13.
13's going to miss.
All right.
Dormarcus yells, may still be woozy from deathing.
Oh, thanks. Now I'm gonna attack again.
Do better.
Ooh, a 13.
You swing with your great axe, and this lizard person goes from maybe I should get out of here to, oh, never mind, I can handle this, and seems ready to dance. Meanwhile, Cherudoyle is going to start fighting some of the Dragonborn troops. A miss. A miss. A miss. A miss. And a nat 1. For the first
Oh.
time, you watch Cheryl Doyle miss with all 5 attacks.
Oh no.
Not to mention, this is
Not
also
oh
the
no.
first time that you haven't seen her kill anyone in a turn. She is overwhelmed as the Dragonborn shock troops approach. And then you see 5 Dragonborn troops, 3 gold, 1 black, and 1 red, all use breath attacks on the dock at the same time.
Oh shit.
I need Seth, Dormarcus, both to make dex saves.
19.
You pass. Dormarcus fails miserably.
Oh.
Ah, god damn it.
And that's gonna be 2, 17, 25, 32, 38 damage.
Oh.
So you'll take half, unless you got something special. Dormarcus is going to take all of it. Dormarcus gets hit hard. He's still standing, but those blasts hurt him. Sheridoyle, however, has disappeared.
Oh shit.
Whether incinerated or merely able to take advantage of the distraction, you don't know. But she doesn't seem to be anywhere to be found anymore. The troops are marching on the dock. I suggest you leave. And then we get to lizard person number 4, who is determined to take down this overgrown chicken right in front of all of his bros.
Oh. Was Liza on the other side of him?
Yeah, well, 20 feet past him. But
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. I was just seeing if I had advantage on that or not.
No. And he nat 20s.
Oh shit.
God damn it.
Are you serious?
About to carry him on the boat.
So that is 16 damage.
You fuck.
Jesus. You're back down.
Killed him for.
That is max. That's all. That's the max he can do.
Well, I'm down.
Okay.
So you watch this
I'm-
lizard person see his bros show up and immediately is like, watch this fucking Troy shit, and jumps and then stabs sideways down at your neck and immediately stabs it right in. Punctures your lung, actually. And you go, boom, hit the ground. And Dormarcus goes, no, friends, and starts running towards you to help you again. And he's going to try and attack Dormarcus now. He's feeling good. So he is running towards Dormarcus and Seth and away from Liza and leaving Brotisserie, luckily, on the ground. And that is a 25 to hit Dormarcus. And he's going to do 12 damage to Dormarcus. Which leaves Dormarcus in still pretty decent shape, actually. Dormarcus goes ahead and it's his turn now. Sort of stretches himself out and heals for only 8 damage. So doesn't heal for much. And then is going to attack the lizard person. Whiff. And a whiff. Whatever it was that was fueling him earlier seems to have burned out. He's tired. And he's stressed. Erdry, it is your turn. You are down by Liza, and you can help unmoor the ship so that when everybody gets on board, it can actually go. Or you can go back and help fight, or you can do something else.
How far away is everything? Like, just so I have a perspective.
So you've got, at this point, 30 feet to get to where Brotisserie is laying, and another 20 feet past that to get to Seth. And then 80 feet down, the Dragonborn are approaching in lockstep up the dock.
Okay. I'm gonna
The
start.
boat, by the way, is 10 feet behind you.
Okay, I'm gonna head
is
to
the
the
ramp.
boat and start helping get it ready.
Okay.
But I am going to make a very stern. Let's grab rotisserie and let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay. Seth,
Um,
you are on the other side of the lizard person who is just fucking chumping up all of your buddies.
can I pick up rotisserie and get to the boat?
You could if you could get to him. You got to get past the lizard person first.
Oh, he's between us.
who ran down towards you and Dormarcus.
Do I have to kill him or can I try to get past him?
You can try and get past him.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
What am I doing? Acrobatics, athletics?
Yeah, we'll say acrobatics. Got to beat a 17.
21.
Okay.
I have plus
You
3.
flip right around him and slip past him. He seems not that upset. He's more focused on Dormarcus, honestly. And the fact that he doesn't have to fight both of you at the same time, that's cool with him. So you get to Rotisserie.
Okay. And how do I pick him up?
Before that,
String? Oh,
Rotisserie needs to make a
Death
death save.
don't fail.
13.
Hey,
13. He's
nice.
got a pass. He has a pass and a fail. So you can pick him up,
Okay.
and you start dragging him with you.
And can I still try to double my speed, or since I'm carrying him, that won't work? For dragging him.
Can't do that while you're carrying him.
Okay.
In fact, I need you to make me an athletics to see how well you're moving at all.
My athletics is great, so. 22.
22. You're able to move at half speed with him. It's a big, dirty bird. And you don't even lose his weapon. You go ahead and grab a hold of it and drag it along with you. So with that, it is Dormarcus's turn again. Or no, wait. It's Seth. No, it's Liza's turn.
Okay. How close am I to the boat?
You are right at the ramp for the boat.
So I could just like run on there.
You can run onto the boat and start helping Erdry with it. So
Okay.
Erdry's probably got 4 checks to make by himself to get the boat unmoored. You'll cut it down to 2 apiece instead.
Okay. If I run onto the boat, how far away is Seth and Brotisserie from me?
Seth and Brotisserie are probably 40 feet from you guys at this point.
Okay. So can I run onto the boat and cast Healing Word on Brotisserie with a 2nd level spell slot?
Is that a touch spell or a range spell?
Its range is 60 feet.
Yeah, you can do that.
14 health.
Rotisserie, you awake again. This time you are over the cat person's shoulder, who is surprisingly able to lift you. Probably something about having avian bones or something.
And then can I
ahead.
help Erdry when I'm done with that?
You're not going to be able to do one of the checks for him, but I'll let you grant him Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. That's a 2. What is that? What did I say it is? 1d8 now?
Yep,
Yeah.
1d8. So, Erdry, you can use that on any check that you want until you long rest.
Good.
It just has to be before I tell you whether you succeed or fail.
Okay.
Okay? So, Rotisserie, you awake.
Hooray!
Seth has your great axe, and Liza just healed you again, and you look back, and the lizard person is engaged in fighting Dormarcus. And Seth seems to be the only person who, or Dormarcus is the only person who isn't either on the boat or almost to the boat, other than yourself and Seth.
Okay. I have a healing potion that I didn't know I had. And I want to kind of chug that while going back to help Marcus.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
He just saved me.
You got
I
killed
just
twice.
saved you.
Yeah. But he killed the big guy. He's part of our group, guys.
I'll try to shoot him with an arrow.
Twice.
Okay. Roll your health for your potion.
What is that?
What type of potion is it?
Is that one we got from the
I just
merchant?
wrote down healing potion. I think it's the one we all got.
It was a D10 plus Constitution, is what I wrote down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. So that's 18.
It's better than last time.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're running back down towards the lizard folk and Dormarcus.
Well, yeah, I'm going to be yelling at Dormarcus to just push him aside and come on.
Roll persuasion. You got to beat a 16.
On persuasion? Yeah, that's a 12.
Nope. I'll give you advantage because Dormarcus is your bro.
Well, didn't help at all.
Dang it.
Okay. You yell, but Dormarcus is focused on combat. He doesn't even see the 5 Dragonborn about to use their breath attacks in a line again.
Do I have anything left after doing the health potion?
You can get down and get on the other side of the lizard person so that Dormarcus would have advantage. Or you can stay outside the range of the breath attacks that are coming very shortly.
But no attacks.
Not going to get any attacks. Unless, I guess I'll let you roll me in athletics. If you can beat an 18 on athletics, I'll give you 1 attack.
Woo, how about 20?
Hey.
Fine? You get an attack on the lizard person.
Kill
All
him.
right, I'm just going to do javelin.
Javelin, okay.
Oh, that's a 16.
16 hits, barely.
Where's that? Seriously? 7.
7. You hit him. You realize at this point that this lizard person's barely been touched. He's been dodging everything and avoiding everything. He's just, yeah, you do hit him, but he looks very healthy still, as opposed to everybody else who has had the fucking shit beat out of them here. And I need, no, first it's the lizard person's turn. He's going to attack Dormarcus. And that's a whiff. Second attack is a hit. And that is 11 damage to Dormarcus. Dormarcus is maybe in a little bit of trouble. He's starting to look pretty beat up at this point.
He's in a lot of trouble.
Now I need everybody to roll me a d20. And if anybody can get a nat 20, then fate will intervene.
Can I use my lucky rolls?
You can absolutely use your lucky rolls.
Yeah.
Woo!
Did you get
You
it?
get a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nice.
As the lizard person finishes his turn, the Dragonborn rear back for another 5-person breath attack, which is, again, 10d10.
Oh, my
Jeez.
As they rear back, Sherrow Doyle appears behind them and starts attacking. And that is a 19, a 28, a 11, a 28, a 23, and a nat 20. You watch her decimate these guys. One of them goes straight down. The others are covered in wounds. They're not going to do their breath attacks. Luckily, she hit with all of her attacks. But she is just murdering the shit out of them. However, as she kills one, it triggers her special ability, and she gets 5 more attacks. And she's going to kill one, kill another one, kill the last one. And then she's going to throw it with her 5th and final attack, one at Dormarcus.
No.
That is a 19 to hit. So, Dormarcus, let's see how you fare. That is 20 damage.
Oh.
Which he has 2 health left.
Oh shit. Run,
Uh,
Dormarcus.
There's a dagger embedded in his chest, and Dormarcus says, friend, guys, and is backing away towards the boat. And with that, it is Dormarcus's turn.
Just
Dormarcus
run.
flees from the lizard person. The lizard person's going to get 1 attack on him.
Miss.
That is a 15. What is Dormarcus's AC? It misses.
Yeah.
Dormarcus narrowly dodges the spear blow from the lizard person and is running, and he's waving frantically at Rotisserie, and he goes, "Gotta go! It's time to go!" He seems truly terrified after what he just witnessed. And it is Erdry's turn. I need you to make me a mooring check. You can make any skill check you choose as long as you can explain how it would relate to mooring.
Okay.
Or disembarking, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
He's good at taking bark off trees.
Shit, fuck. I'm trying to, would acrobatics work? Because you
I'll
are.
say yes. You're climbing up something
You know.
to get it done. Sure. We'll give it to you.
Thank God. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and use my bardic inspiration on this.
I'll give you a tip, by the way. There's only 2 things that need done, but generally it would take 2 checks to do it. The more of it that you complete in your first check, the less of it you have to complete in your second one.
With bardic inspiration, it's a 16.
16, you get exactly half of the thing done.
Okay.
You manage to untie the rope, and you're getting it looped back up so that it's not caught on anything else. And then it is Seth's turn. Seth, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna try to get on the boat.
Getting on the boat?
Yeah.
You do know there's still a lizard person who's chasing after Dormarcus.
There's nothing I can do about that. I'm not going back.
You have a bow.
Well, if there's more that I can do, I'll shoot at the thing, but I'm not going back to hand-to-hand combat with it.
You can run up onto the ship. You'll have disadvantage on the attack, but you can make an attack.
Okay.
Basically, disadvantage is just because it's an awkward angle to be shooting at over the edge of the ship at him.
Well, then I don't hit him because that's a 2. 2 plus 4 is 6.
You shoot an arrow past him. The roar gets louder. Liza, your turn.
Okay. Can I help Erdry? Like undo the ropes and stuff?
Yeah. There's another check on the other side. You've got to get the anchor hoisted.
Okay. What do you want me to roll for that?
That one's going to be a straight athletics. So you can help Erdry with the rope, which you can use a lot of things for, or you can help pull the anchor up, which realistically would be a Dormarcus rotisserie Seth thing more than the rope would be.
Well, can I just help him with the rope and
Yep.
acrobatics?
Yeah, you can do the same thing.
There you go.
22.
22. You yank the rest of the rope up. Now there's only the anchor, and you just have to get a combined 60 in order to get that anchor up. So, it is Rotisserie's turn. You
All right.
are right at the bottom of the ramp at this point. Dormarcus is almost to you.
Okay. Then I'm going to run to the anchor then.
Okay, you can get to the anchor.
Can I do anything on it?
Yep, roll athletics.
Ooh. That's a 16.
16. Okay, you start hoisting it up. You're making pretty good progress. And then it is the lizard person's turn, who's chasing after Dormarcus. Or no, wait. Then it's Cherudoil's turn,
Oh boy.
who kills the lizard person immediately. Is going to throw 3 daggers at the crowd behind her, and then she's going to throw one at Dormarcus. She now once. Okay. What would make the most sense? I guess. Oh, I know what she does. No, she already killed the lizard person. She throws the dagger, and it hits the ship's wheel, and it starts to spin. The captain hadn't even gotten over there yet, but the ship is already starting to turn onto its correct course due to the just luck of this dagger hitting it and starting a spin. So, just happenstance, I guess, for that nat one. She is quickly approaching the deck. So there's now also a, you can either make a DC 18 to lift the deck back up onto the ship, which would be a strength check, or you can just make some attacks and break the deck off. Dormarcus's turn. Dormarcus is going to climb up the deck in a hurry and quickly look and give you guys 2 seconds to tell him where to help.
I'm going to yell at him to do the anchor.
Anchor.
Dormarcus runs to the anchor. And, well, yeah, rolls an 18.
Nice.
Okay. 16, 18. And then it is Urgery's turn.
So what all needs done now?
You need to pull the ramp up
Okay.
so that nobody else can get on the ship,
DC 18.
Okay.
or help with the anchor. Or you can just, fire rounds off or bows or spells at the approaching Angel of Death.
I'm gonna try to pull the deck thing.
Okay.
Get it.
DC 18 athletics.
Athletics 18K.
Yeah.
26.
Oh.
Okay. You immediately tuck roll over. You know that Liza has the rope well in hand, and you stomp on it at the back, and you just get enough leverage that it flips right up into your hands, and you seat it into place as part of the railing. Cherudoil is now concerned, and you can hear the thud of daggers slamming into the ramp, the piercing through in multiple spots. She is pissed. Seth, your turn.
I'm going to try to finish the anchor. It's athletics.
Yep.
22.
22. That's pretty good. It's not enough, but it's pretty good.
Get it, Liza.
It's so close. It's so close to up. The anchor is out of the water. You guys can start making momentum, but if you move too much, the anchor will probably slip back in and stop your movement. And you can see the shadow of a dragon in the sky approaching. Not necessarily you guys, but definitely approaching the city. Liza, your turn.
Okay. Dormarcus is pretty low on health, huh?
Dormarcus is not looking great. He's got 3 health.
Okay. So I guess I will cast Healing Word on him at the 2nd level.
2nd level healing word. Okay.
For 13.
13. Nice. Okay. Dormarcus feels much better.
And I'm out of 2nd level spell slots.
Brotisserie.
Get the anchor.
I'm gonna finish up the anchor.
Okay. Just don't roll me in that one.
How about a 17?
That is enough to do the trick. You yank the anchor up, and quickly the sails catch, and you start to pull away, which is good because the Dragonborn pool their breath attacks into one final strike towards the ship. It doesn't hit, but it does illuminate the shadow of Sheridoil immediately flying above them before landing and decapitating a number of them again. She's working her way through, and you see her killing multiple soldiers on the dock and more coming. You're not sure at this point who will come out of this the winner, the Endless Army or Sheridoil, the Angel of Death. And with that, the captain looks back and says, well, you might have shown up a bit sooner. I gotta say, that was cutting it a bit close.
Yeah, we did what we could. There was a lot of shit in between. If you didn't see, a lot of guys we had to deal with.
I get that it was just because we all forgot, but you guys totally would have otherwise left Erdry behind because you don't know Erdry is on the ship with you guys. Because I'm still as the high elf.
That's fine.
I mean, it's probably fine.
Yeah.
I really don't care. Like, you're not attacked. So it's like... Oh, wait. Where is Erdry?
Dormarcus
He'll
goes,
be okay.
no, and starts to run towards the railing. Go back! We gotta go back!
We can't
My
go back.
ally! And
I'm
he
gonna say-
steps onto the railing
I'm
to
gonna say
jump
it-
into the water.
Erdry, it's okay, and I'm going to switch forms back to myself. I'm right here. It's been me the whole time.
Dormarcus charges you and embraces you in a large hug, and then immediately pulls out some rocks and hands them to you, closes your hand over them, and says, for afterlife.
Thanks, man.
And then moves on and collapses on the ground in great pain. And with that, we will end episode 11 of the Drunken Arcanauts Origins campaign. You guys are at sea, and you're headed to Egypt, a whole new country with whole new threats.
Let's not destroy it.
All right. Thanks, everybody.